Why do we have different seasons? Warm summers, cold winters, and everything in between. Many people think it's because Earth gets closer to the sun in summer and farther away in winter, but that's a myth. In fact, Earth is actually closest to the sun in January, during the northern hemisphere's winter. So, what's the real reason? It all comes down to Earth's tilt. Our planet is tilted on its axis, and this tilt is the true architect of our seasons. Understanding this tilt unlocks the secret to why days are longer in summer, shorter in winter, and why seasons are opposite in Australia and Canada. Let's dive into the tilted truth behind Earth's most wonderful feature, the reason for the seasons. Imagine Earth as a spinning top, rotating on an invisible line called its axis. But this axis isn't straight up and down, it's tilted at about 23.5 degrees. This tilt always points in the same direction, toward the North Star, as Earth orbits the sun. Because of this, sometimes the northern hemisphere leans toward the sun, and sometimes away. That steady tilt is what drives our seasons. Think of shining a flashlight on a tilted basketball. One side gets more direct light, the other less. This ancient tilt, likely caused by a massive collision billions of years ago, is why we have habitable, changing seasons. Earth's 23.5-degree lean is the sweet spot for life as we know it. Earth's equator divides the planet into northern and southern hemispheres, and thanks to the tilt, these halves have opposite seasons. When the northern hemisphere tilts toward the sun, it gets direct, concentrated sunlight. Hello, summer. Meanwhile, the southern hemisphere receives sunlight at a slanted angle, so it's winter there. As Earth orbits, the situation reverses, creating a global balancing act. The sun's energy shifts back and forth, ensuring no place is stuck in endless summer or winter. This constant give and take of sunlight is what creates the smooth transition between seasons. It's a beautiful global cycle that shapes life everywhere. So, while you're building a snowman in New York, someone in Sydney is catching waves. That's the magic of Earth's tilt in action. When your hemisphere tilts toward the sun, it's summer. Long days, direct sunlight, and warmth. The sun rises earlier, sets later, and its rays hit your region more directly, pouring in energy. The ground and oceans soak up this heat, warming the air and fueling life. Plants thrive, animals are active, and the world bursts with green growth. The sun's high arc in the sky is a direct result of the tilt. Summer isn't just a hot day, it's weeks of more energy coming in than going out. That's why it's the peak growing season for plants and a time of abundance for animals. All thanks to Earth's elegant lean toward the sun. 6 months later, your hemisphere tilts away from the sun. Welcome to winter. The sun's rays arrive at a shallow angle, spreading out and delivering less energy. Days are short, nights are long, and the sun stays low in the sky. With less time and weaker sunlight, the world cools down. Trees go dormant, animals hibernate or migrate, and the landscape quiets under snow or frost. The atmosphere filters even more sunlight, making it colder still. Winter is a time of rest and renewal, preparing nature for spring's return. It's all because your hemisphere is leaning away from the sun. The cycle continues, driven by that steady tilt. Between summer and winter, we get spring and autumn, the transitional seasons. During these times, Earth's tilt is sideways to the sun, so both hemispheres get roughly equal sunlight. In spring, days grow longer, temperatures rise, and life awakens. Plants sprout, animals return, and the world comes alive. In autumn, days shorten, temperatures cool, and nature prepares for winter. Leaves change color and fall, animals get ready to migrate or hibernate. These seasons are times of balance and gradual change. The equinoxes mark the moments when day and night are nearly equal everywhere. Spring and autumn are reminders of Earth's constant, graceful motion. They bring unique beauty and mild weather, all thanks to our planet's tilted journey. Earth's tilt doesn't just create seasons, it also changes the length of our days. Near the equator, day and night stay about equal all year, but closer to the poles, the difference is dramatic. In summer, places near the Arctic or Antarctic circles can have weeks of non-stop daylight, the midnight sun. In winter, those same places experience polar night, with weeks of darkness. This extreme cycle shapes life for people, plants, and animals in these regions. Everywhere else, the tilt gives us long summer days and short winter ones. It's all part of the cosmic clockwork set by Earth's 23.5-degree lean. 4 key moments mark our seasons: the solstices and equinoxes. Solstices are the extremes, longest and shortest days of the year. The summer solstice, around June 21st in the northern hemisphere, is the longest day, when the North Pole tilts most toward the sun. The winter solstice, around December 21st, is the shortest day, when the North Pole tilts farthest away. At the same time, the southern hemisphere experiences the opposite. Equinoxes, around March 20th and September 22nd, are the halfway points. Day and night are nearly equal everywhere. On these days, Earth's tilt is sideways to the sun, and the sun shines directly on the equator. These 4 events are the signposts of our planet's yearly journey. They give us the predictable rhythm of the seasons. What if Earth had no tilt? There would be no seasons, just the same weather all year. The equator would be stuck in endless summer, the poles in eternal winter. The temperature difference between equator and poles would be extreme. Most of the world would be either too hot or too cold for life, as we know it. No spring blooms, no autumn harvests, no winter rest. Just monotony. Plants, animals, and even human culture depend on the rhythm of the seasons. Our holidays, traditions, and agriculture all revolve around this cycle. So next time you feel the change in the air, thank Earth's 23.5-degree tilt, the not-so-secret ingredient that makes our world so wonderfully alive.